answer them. Okay, so first I am going to screen share. So everybody watching this recording, just know that we are getting started right away, just not to waste any time. So let me get into it first. I should have brought my slideshow up, but I didn't. Okay. So like page training. And I'm not a professional at this. I just want to say that right from the start. Can you guys still hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay. Okay, good. Thanks. Sorry. So yeah, I'm not a professional. This is just stuff. I've been coaching for 3 years now, almost 3 years. And Facebook is constantly changing, which is actually what the next slide is. So first things first, and excuse my voice, I'm just getting it back after a cold. But before you do a like page, you want to make sure you have time to do it. You must be doing your 3 vital behaviors first, which are inviting and adding to your network, being a product of the product and posting about it, and doing your personal development. If you're a brand new coach watching this, you need to make sure you have those down before you move on to a like page. Those are essential. I'm not a professional by any means. I've spent the last 2 weeks watching hours upon hours of training videos and taking notes. I basically searched the top coaches in our network, and any like page training videos that were done in the past 6 months, I watched and took notes on. And I did the last 6 months because Facebook changes so much, changes their rules and who sees what, that it's not really relevant if a training was done 2 years ago. So I actually did my own training 2 years ago, and I think everything has changed since then. But what I learned while watching all of these videos and taking all these notes is that there are so many different ways to run a like page. Everybody does it a little bit differently, but the basics are all the same. So what they do daily is the same. And then they have these little quirky things that they do that's a little bit different to become their own. So I'm going to teach you the basics today so that you know what to start with, and then you can do with it what you want, if that makes any sense. So like I just said, Facebook is always changing. One of the old myths that I used to think, these are all things that I used to think about like pages until doing my research. I used to think that if you were not able to pay for advertising, that it was not even worth it. Why start one if you can't pay for it? I used to think that if you didn't have thousands of likes, it wouldn't be worth it. Nobody would see your stuff. I used to think that if you were not perfectly in shape and like perfect at eating and perfectly good looking, that nobody would want to follow you. That's so false. And I used to think that, man, I'm so boring. Who would want to know about my life? And I still think that, and it still baffles me that people follow me, but they do. So I'm going to explain to you why all of these are not true, and that anybody can do this, and you can start now if you'd like. I am going to start right from the beginning and hope this will help some new coaches. How to create a like page. I'm going to kind of breeze through this, and you can come back to it if you want. So on your personal page, in the top right corner, there's a little wheel. It's kind of like the settings wheel. You click that, and then there's an option that says create new page. So you click on that option. Choose the type of page you want. You can label it a health and fitness page, a life coach page. I think there's like a popular person or something. I don't know what they're all called. There's a million. It doesn't matter which one you pick. So many people get hung up on that little tiny decision. It really doesn't matter, and you can change it whenever you'd like. So if you decide to change it later, cool, you can. Once you create your page, the first thing you need to do is go to PicMonkey and create a cute banner. Make sure you show your face and your body on there and that you have good lighting. And when I say body, you don't need to be in a bikini. You can just make people know who you are. You can't hide. They have to be able to know you and see you in order to trust you. So you need to show yourself. Upload a good picture of your face for your profile picture. If you don't have one, then you need to take one. And then the description of your page should be short and sweet. It really only takes about 10 minutes to create a like page. You don't have to spend a ton of time on it. You can go back and change anything that you want later on. So everybody's like, well, what do I post about? What do I post on my like page? You can post anything. You can post about your fitness. Recipes are huge. Videos are huge, and I'm going to talk more about that later. Videos always get a lot more views. Small videos, popular videos. It doesn't have to be about health and fitness. If it's something that you find funny, you can post it on there. Post about you, your interests and your hobbies, your family life, your insecurities. Be a little bit vulnerable. Your triumphs. Post about your job if you work outside of Beachbody. Post about your new shoes or cute clothes, pets, funny stories, funny memes. Literally anything. Anything you want. Do's and don'ts when you post. When you post, you always need to have good lighting. If it's a picture of you working out, try not to have like the sun right behind you where it looks like all you see is yourself. You know, you're just washed out because the sun is behind you. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that there's either a light on in front of you or the sun. So if you are standing with your back to the window, you want to turn around and take a selfie so that the sun is shining onto your face. That creates better lighting. Share your face every day, multiple times a day. Make sure that people, when they're scrolling their newsfeed, they see you. They see your face. They start to look forward to seeing your smile and your workout selfies and hearing from you. You know, show your face all the time. Always be positive. Negative posts usually are very turn-offy, so always be positive. This one, I could have a whole team call on this alone, but give value. People, when you are thinking about your like page, think about people that you follow. Why do you follow them? Do you follow them because they offer you something that you want? You know, they offer good advice. Usually the reason why I follow somebody is because they inspire me, and they usually have like good recipes or workout tips or organizational tips or saving money tips, because that's what I'm all about. So give value. Make people want to come back to your page and think, oh, what is Jill up to lately? She's really interesting. And then make sure to connect with others. Make sure they can realize that you're real and not just this person on the internet. So the don'ts. Don't share. This is my biggest pet peeve. Don't share stuff onto your page. Always post it organically. If it's a recipe that you found on Pinterest, don't just share it to your page. You need to copy it and paste it onto your page and then cite it. You know, tell everybody where you got it from. You don't have to post the link to go find it, but you have to tell them where you got it from. But definitely don't be sharing stuff. Be original. Don't be salesy. Do not post stock Beachbody pictures. I see this a lot. And maybe occasionally, like once or twice a month, it's okay. But don't make that what your page is about. You know, 21-day fix on sale, blah, blah, blah. You know, don't be posting that all the time. Don't have blurry and dark pictures. Don't be negative. And if you choose to share about politics and religion, those type of things, just be tactful about it and know that you're going to open up debate. And if you are okay with debating, then go for it. But you have to realize that some people are not going to agree with you and you might get hurt feelings. So if you don't want to open that up, then don't. Just leave it shut. I don't talk about politics and I try not to talk about religion. When to post. I use the automatic scheduler, and every single top coach that I watch their video, they all do too. So use it. Do it every morning or the night before. You can schedule out a whole week's worth of posts on a Sunday. Find something that fits with you. If you don't know what the automatic scheduler is, when you go to post on your page, when you write a post at the bottom, it'll say there's a little button that says post, but then there's a little button with a down arrow. You click that and there's an option to schedule your post. So that's the automatic scheduler. Find a schedule for yourself to make it easier. So if you have found that every Monday morning when you post a motivational picture, people love it, then write that on your schedule and do it every Monday. It's okay to maybe not the same picture every Monday, but every Monday, Motivational Monday. Tuesday could be Tasty Tuesday. Wednesday could be, I don't even know. But make a schedule for yourself so that you can just kind of fly through it. You don't have to make this very complicated. Use your insights, and at the end of this lesson, I'll show you how to do this. But use your insights on your page to find out when your audience is online the most. So for me, it's 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 12, 3, and 6. And then I always have a boosted post or an ad running. But mainly what I've learned is figure out what works best for you and your audience, and then just be consistent. Don't quit. Don't change it up all the time. Just be consistent. It's huge. So how do I get organic likes? Organic likes are likes that we don't pay for. These are not easy to get, and it's a slow process, but it can be done. So here are some ways to do that. The best way is to use the invite button. They'll say invite your friends. So just click that and just invite all of your friends. I do this every now and then. I go through and invite some of my new friends that I've had that I added through Instagram or whatnot. But that's a huge way when you first get started. Invite your friends. Another good way is to post about your page, about your like page on your personal page. So ask your friends and family to like your page, and then give them a link to follow to go to your page. So don't just say, hey, find my page, because they're not going to do it. But if you offer a link, they'll click on it and they'll click like just because they like you. They want to support you. And it's okay to ask. They want to help you. Another option is to share your own post from your like page onto your personal page. Don't do that all the time. Like, don't share 5 posts a day. That would be awful. But every now and then, if you have a really popular post on your like page, go ahead and share it onto your personal page with a little note. Like, hey guys, this is my like page. It's going really well. I would love it if you guys could check it out. Maybe like the page if you want, whatever. Make a little personal note with it. And then my favorite thing to do is when someone likes your post on your like page. So say I posted about like a recipe and there were 11 people that liked it. You can click on that and see who liked it. And if they don't already like your page, it'll say invite to like your page right next to their name. So then you just click invite. You just go down. So every day at the end of the day, I click on whoever likes all of my posts and I invite people to like my page from those posts. And that's a really good way to get organic likes and meet new friends. It's okay to send them a message too, especially if they comment. Send them a message and say, hey, thanks for liking my post. I see we have a lot in common, and eventually add them as a friend. How to get paid likes. So you can promote your page by creating an ad. So what you want to do is go to Ads Manager, and I'm going to go over all of this screen sharing with you guys. But you go to Ads Manager, you upload a picture, you want to make it catchy, not too busy or dark, maybe a picture. What's really popular and what works best for me is whenever I have a picture of Cecilia and I working out together and something about having, like, she's my reason why I do this. Whenever I post something like that, it gets a lot of traction. So that would be a good ad to run. Create an audience and then target people. It'll ask you, do you want people who like your page already, friends of friends, or people who do not like your page? So you can either choose not the people who don't like your page or your friends of friends, and you can change it every time and see what you like. But your audience, so an example of an audience would be, for me, women age 25 to 45 from the United States or Canada, because we cannot sign up coaches outside of those areas. So I only target those areas. And then you have the option of putting tags in there. Some tags I use are Pampers, strollers, yoga pants, military, veterans, just anything. Dental hygiene, I use that because I'm a dental hygienist, and dentistry, ADHA, all these, anything that you're into, tag it, and it will find people that have similar interests to you. So boosting a post. On the bottom of all of your posts, you have the option to boost it for money. I use the boost for 2 different reasons. I always have call to actions for my challenge groups, for my free groups, and for my coach groups. And I boost it for 10 days, typically, for $20 or so. I always include an application and numerous ways to get a hold of me so that people know exactly what to do. They don't have to guess, like, how do I join? They know, oh, I have to fill out this form, and it works really well. Another way I use boosts is when I have a popular post that's getting a lot of comments and likes. So just sometimes random. Like I asked this, when was that? Last week I was asking for advice on how to stage our house, and I posted a picture in our house of an area that I needed help with, and it just blew up. It was crazy. So I boosted it for $2 for a day, and it blew up even more. And the reason why I did that was because I got a lot of likes on my page from that boost. So it was just $2. It brought new likes. So next time I run an ad for a challenge group, those people will see it. So those are the 2 ways I do boosts. So how much money do I spend? Right now, you're probably freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I don't have all this money. How am I going to do this? So everyone is different when it comes to money. You know, if you're a brand new coach, you're not going to be spending the same amount that I am. And some people don't spend money at all. Some people do everything totally organic. You just have to figure out what works for you. For me, I don't want to spend the time to do it organically, so I pay for it because my time is worth money, so I pay for it. So here are my tips. My biggest tip is budget. Set aside a certain amount of money each month for your like page. I would recommend basing it on the month before. So let's say in January, you made $100 as a coach. You want to set aside, I would do 10% of what you make. So $10. So that means you have $10 for the month of February. If you want to do more and be more successful, use it all. Use half of it. Use 30% of it. Whatever you want. But 10% is a good way to get going. So base it on what you made the month before. That way you already have that money in the bank, and it's not like, I'm guessing I'm going to make this amount of money. Now take half of your budget and spend half of it on an ad to get more likes, and the other half on a boosted post. So if you have limited funds, say you only have $10 right now, I suggest spending that whole $10 in that first week of the month, because once you get people responding to your ads, especially your call to action, and they're filling out those forms, you're going to need 2 or 3 weeks to get to know them. Some people will sign up right away, but most people like to talk to you for a couple weeks before they actually join. And that gives you a whole month to talk to people. So what you do in the beginning of the month will probably benefit you at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month. So that's why I do it that way. But you can do it, like I said, you can do it however you want. So huge tips and links to remember. Always use JotForm or Wufoo form. Those are free. Those are applications. You just go to jotform.com or wufoo.com and create an application. What I usually include in my applications are name, email, phone number, how much time they have to dedicate to working out every day. Are they dedicated to eating healthy portions? Not dieting, but healthy portions. I kind of throw that in there. And then I ask if they want to join my newsletter. I asked about the newsletter because then I always have them in my system, my newsletter system, and they hear from me monthly or sometimes weekly. And they hear about my free groups when they're coming up. So forums are really huge. I have way more applications come in. So a lot of people either say, drop your email below if you'd like to join my group, or fill out this form. And I usually say both. I say drop your email or fill out the form or comment below with interested. I always get more forms filled out than anything else. So it might look like one of my posts is just not doing well at all because nobody's commented, but I've got 30 applications in my inbox. So forums I think are huge and you really should use them. I think people get intimidated to actually comment on something. And then, like I said, never share a video onto your page. So if you like a video on YouTube, don't click share and post it on your page that way. What you want to do is go to ClipGrab. So it's clipgrab.org. I think the .org is on the next line, sorry. But clipgrab.org. And what you do is you take the link and you put it into ClipGrab and it saves it to your desktop. That way you can upload the video as if it's your own. So you'll get more traffic when you upload videos that way. That's huge. And then I want to screen share with you guys and go over, I want to bring you to my like page. Move over here. Any questions so far? No? Good. So insights. So this is my like page, obviously.
Jill, sorry, all my questions are in the chat for you to.
Oh, okay, cool.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you. I like that. Once I put the slideshow up, could you see the slideshow?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Really
Once
good.
I put that up, I couldn't see you guys. It took over my whole screen. So I'm like, oh, I hope they're still there.
I'm with you.
Okay, good. Okay, so up at the top here, you have your page, your messages, notifications, insights, and publishing tools. Insights is huge. That's where you're going to learn about your audience and how well you're doing with your page. This week, I'm actually doing not so well. It's probably because of all this house hunting. I haven't had as much time to post, but it will tell you how many people you have reached that week. So this is just March 15 to March 21. So I've reached 3,549 people. I've had 309 people engage on my posts, which is down 13% apparently. I haven't noticed the slowdown, but that's why I like to look at this because I'm like, oh, wow, I guess it has slowed down a little bit. And that's all because I haven't posted as much. But my likes are up by 82%. I did start running. I noticed that everything was kind of slowing down, so I started running another ad just to get everything up again. Oh, and we have 10 minutes. Perfect. I think we'll be able to finish this in 10 minutes. And then this always has been a 0 for me, and I don't really know what that is. Oh, right here. Yeah, I must not have something set up right, so I'm going to actually look into that for me. So that's the overview. You can look at your 5 most recent posts and see how they're doing.
Jill, is that little part, is that where you can set it up to where it's like enroll now or buy now?
I think so.
Sign up button?
Yes.
Okay.
And I thought I had a sign up button, but I wonder if I did it wrong because obviously it's not working.
Does it have where you can do like the click on and goes to your like your Pinterest page or
Yep.
your blog?
Yep, you can connect it to all of that. I don't even have a blog. I haven't gotten that far yet. I feel overwhelmed with everything already. So I just stick to like page, personal page, and Instagram are my 3 that I feel really comfortable with. So I stay there for now. I would like to blog though soon. So you can look at your past 5 posts. This is just an overview, but then it kind of breaks everything down right here. So likes, you can see my total likes this week. This is why I just started paying more for advertisement, because I realized that it's kind of stayed at the same level. So it'll show you if it's going up or down. And then this I really want to show you, because one thing I learned, I always thought, man, I must really piss off a lot of people because I have a lot of people unliking my page. And I learned through all of my research that a lot of the unlikes are spam accounts. So Facebook goes through and, like, there's a lot of spam accounts on Facebook. We get tons of ads from these random people all the time. And they delete those accounts. And so when they're deleted, a lot of times you lose likes. So a lot of your unlikes are actually spam accounts. And when I found that out, I was so happy. I'm like, oh my gosh, cool. So I'm assuming all of mine are spam accounts. Wink, wink. Because nobody would not like me, right? But then you can see like your organic likes versus your paid likes, which is nice to know. Like on this day, I had more organic likes than paid, which is it's just really nice to see. And then down here, it tells you where the likes happened. So were they looking at an ad that you paid for and then liked your page? Was it in the newsfeed? That would be page suggestions. Was it in their newsfeed saying, oh, this is a page that you might like? Was it on your page? Were they actually on your page looking at it when they clicked like? Uncategorized desktop, I think that means they don't know where it came from. And then others. So you can see that when I'm running my ads, obviously I have more ad likes. But every now and then, some of those popular posts I was just telling you about, they brought a lot of traffic to my page. And so I got a lot of organic likes on those, which is really cool. So reach. This is your post reach. Now this is cool. So organic versus paid. So this day, I had 3,920 people were reached organically. So what you want to do is you want to click on it. So click that little line and it will show you what post that was that got that much. And that's what you want to see, is what am I posting that people like to see? I posted a video of me doing a workout. It was not anything special. Let's see if I can actually go to it. Oh, it won't let me. But I remember that post. It wasn't like I spent hours doing it. It was just a video of me working out, but people loved it. Everything else I posted that day was okay. Some of my posts flop, and then you get this one and it's awesome. So don't worry if you have some that flop. It's normal. And then over here, I had a good one, but it was mainly paid. So let's see, what was that? This one was organic, and this one was paid. And they did well. So, anything works, But it's nice to be able to go back and see what you posted about and see, like, this day was really low. What did I post that day? I just posted about going to meet friends for lunch. Not much. I didn't post anything exciting, and that's how you know. You got to add value to people's lives. But I will tell you, every time I post a video, I get a ton of more likes and views. So videos are huge of you working out. And you guys know me. I'm not, like, perfectly fit. I'm not the best. I don't know. I'm just a normal person. So don't be afraid to post pictures of you working out. People do enjoy watching. And it's more or less that they feel inspired by you. So they click like. They're like, oh, that is so cool. So do stuff like that. So this is total views. It'll tell you on what days you had more views. March 20, I had a lot more views than other days. So you can go back and see what you posted on March 20 and why you had more. And then people who viewed by section. I like this. So this tells you, like, the yellow is likes. I guess I don't understand that. Sorry, guys. But the blue is home. So people who viewed from their home. I don't know. You guys, I honestly don't know. This is still what I'm learning about. And then the rest of them are not available. top sources. Obviously, Facebook is the only source that I have on here. But people could view, like we were just talking about, if you were connected to your Pinterest, it would be able to show you how many people looked at your page from Pinterest or from your blog, which would be really helpful for those. Actions on your page. So this is what we were also talking about, why mine are always 0. I must not have set up my stuff the right way. So I'm actually going to go back and figure that out probably once we move, because it's really busy right now. And then this one, posts. This is how you figure out what days of the week people are looking. So basically everybody looks at my page on the same days every day. It's about 7,400 is like average. But then what time of day they're online. So the biggest time for me, the highest part of this arch is 9 p.m. That's crazy, So I try to make sure to be online at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. so that I can comment back to people. That's a good time to reply to things, because more than likely they're on, and it will just bring more eyes to your page. And I know that at like 3 and 4 in the morning, nobody's online. So don't post at 3 or 4 in the morning because nobody's going to see it. But basically 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is my prime time. I still post at 7 a.m. though, because I like the 7 a.m. mark. I like my morning crowd. And then you can see every single post that you did and how many organic versus paid views and reaches you got. And that's so helpful. That's how you're going to learn what your audience likes. This one was paid. Organic wasn't very good though, 145. So I probably should not have boosted that because it wasn't good. This one was organic, 551. I could have easily boosted that and tripled that. I still can. I can go back and boost it right now and be fine. So that's one tip that Tara Carr had in her training. Tara Carr is we have less than a minute, so follow Tara Carr. Let me stop sharing and look at this chat.
You can do your thing. I can ask you these.
Yeah, I just wanted to see.
I don't want to take up your time.
Oh my gosh, it's fine. We have less than a minute, so seriously. And then yes, I boost ones that do good organically. I spend $2 for that day and I boost it. And that brings more likes to your page. It gets more people to look at your page. So if it does good organically, then boost it for $2 just for a day, or 4. If you really want to get more people, or 10, however much you want.
Okay, so it says, how many times do you share from your like page to your personal page?
Not very often. If it's one of those that's doing well organically, then I will, but not very often. But it's something to do if you're a newer coach or have a new like page. It's a good way for your friends and family to know that that's